Ropa Vieja is a Cuban classic loved throughout the generations. It's very popular in Cuba and many other Latin countries. It's tender, juicy beef simmered in tomato wine sauce with veggies. I love how it's cooked slow and slow for hours until it's so tender you can shred it with just a fork. Ropa Vieja is one of those dishes that looks simple but wow, does it deliver. It's just beef cooked nice and slow with peppers, onions, and tomatoes. Of course, it gets little help with all those Latin pantry staples like its seasonings and herbs, and in the end gets the flavor boost with briny capers and olives. Ropa Vieja actually started in Spain, and its name means old clothes because the shredded beef looks like torn rags. There is even a funny old story about a poor man who cooked his clothes in a pot, prayed over it, and somehow ended up with a rich stew. From there, the dish made its way to the Caribbean and Cuba, where it's so loved that it's considered national dish. Every family has their own little tweak, but at the end, it's always that same tender beef in a tasty sauce that just feels like a comfort in a bowl. This is Alpana with GypsyPlate, and let's make one of the most popular Cuban restaurant favorite, Ropa Vieja. Today I'm using flank steak, which is the classic cut for Ropa Vieja. It shreds up beautifully after a slow braise, giving you those long, tender strands that makes the dish what it is. You can also use skirt steak or brisket if that's what you have, but flank steak is my go-to for this Cuban classic. And for the seasonings and herbs, I've got cumin, oregano, sazon, adobo, paprika, smoked paprika, garlic powder, a touch of cloves, allspice, bay leaves, and some black pepper. For the veggies, it's nice and simple: onion, bell peppers, and tomatoes. And to really boost the flavors, I'm adding white wine, chicken broth, garlic, and tomato paste, plus those briny hints of olives and capers. So let me tell you how I cook my version of Ropa Vieja, which is loaded with bomb flavors as usual. I'm going to start by cutting my big chunk of flank steak into smaller chunks so it's easier to handle during cooking. Then I'm going to mix some seasonings like corn, culantro, achiote, sazon, cumin, adobo, oregano, garlic powder, paprika, and some black pepper. Mix it well, and then I'm going to season my meat all over generously with my spice mixture. Turn around and season there also so it's seasoned very well all over. Now let's sear the beef on all sides until nicely browned all over. Heat up some oil in a large skillet. I love using Dutch oven for this recipe. It really comes out nice. Now sear the meat on all sides until it's browned everywhere. I had cut my meat into 3 pieces, so I'm doing it in batches. I don't want to overcrowd my pan, otherwise it just simply steams. So I'm just, searing these 2 pieces first, and then I'm going to take them out and then sear my 3rd piece later on. Now is the time to make that sauce for your ropa. Remember, this sauce is the heart of this dish where your meat is going to braise for hours and hours. So this is a very important step to make that cracking sauce for your ropa vieja. Then in the same pan, I'm going to toss my onions and bell peppers and saute them until they're a little soft. Try to take out those brown stuff from the bottom of the pan as you're sauteing them. Then goes my chopped garlic, and I'm going to cook it for a minute. Then I'm going to add some more seasonings like oregano, cumin, paprika, and smoked paprika. At GypsyPlate, we always believe in adding loads of seasonings to get those bold flavors going. Then I'm going to add my spice powders like a dash of clove powder and allspice powder. Then goes my white wine. Mix it well, and then goes the tomato paste. That gives that nice tangy flavor to the stew. Now goes my crushed tomatoes, and I'm gonna mix it well and cook for a minute. And finally goes my chicken stock, in which my meats would be braising for hours and hours. There goes my meat. You can actually use a lot more meat than what we're using here. I'm using around 3 pounds of meat today, but you can use up to 4 pounds of flank steak in this stew. Just simply place them nicely in the sauce. Don't forget those juices. That adds tons of flavors to your ropa. And just mix them well. Make sure the meat is submerged in the sauce. Cover. Oh, I forgot my bay leaf. Yeah, add the bay leaf and cover. Then I'm going to cook my ropa on low heat for about 3 to 4 hours, or until the meat is super tender and fall apart with the fork. I'm going to give it a stir every 30-40 minutes and flip over the meat so everything cooks evenly and nothing sticks at the bottom of the pan. I usually cook my ropa uncovered towards the last 30-40 minutes, as I like my ropa vieja on a thicker side. Now that my meat is looking nice and tender, I'm going to take it out on a plate, and with the help of 2 forks, I'm going to shred it till it starts looking like torn rags. That's how ropa vieja should be. And then I'm going to transfer that shredded meat back into my pot along with olives and capers and cook for another 15 to 20 minutes till all the flavors melt together beautifully. Then all that's left is serve your ropa vieja in a dish and garnish it with some fresh cilantro. Now look at that! Sure, it is a labor of love, but once it's done, I love serving my ropa with rice and black beans, and of course some crispy tostones or sweet maduros on the side. If you got leftovers, it's amazing the next day with fried eggs on top for breakfast or brunch. In Venezuela and Colombia, they pair it with arepas, which is such a good combination. And honestly, leftovers are super versatile. You can turn them into tacos, tostadas, nachos, burritos, burrito balls, salad balls, quesadillas, or even Cuban-style sloppy joes. So are you ready to dig in? This ropa vieja is packed with flavors, and I know it's going to become a new favorite if you love Latin food like I do. Make sure to save this recipe so you can come back to it anytime. And if you give it a try, let me know down in the comments. I love hearing from you. Until then, next time, see you soon. So I'm back here with Noah. Hey Noah!
Hey Mommy, what's that smell? It smells real good.
Noah, this is a very, very classic Cuban dish called ropa vieja.
Ropa Vieja? That's kind of a hard word to say.
It's called ropa.
Ropa.
I know it's hard even for me to say ropa. They roll the R. Ropa.
Ropa Vieja.
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 Yeah? It's kind of like, does it look like a rags to you? Like a torn rags? That's beef, shredded beef?
That's cooked, yes.
Yeah? You want to try?
Sure. And it also feels like beef rags.
Beef rags? Yeah, that is beef rags.
Wow, that's... I'm gonna take some of these olives.
Yeah, there are olives there.
Food. You know, I don't really know what to say for this one. It's really good. It's really good.
Yeah?
I like it. It's so good, I don't even know what to say for the rating.
Yeah?
All I can say, it's good. A bunch of stars.
A bunch of stars. I like that.
Like more than a bunch. Maybe 1,000 million trillion.
You like it that much?
Yeah.
No, what do you want to have that with?
Bread, rice.
I think the rice. We'll make it with rice and black beans.
black beans. I bet that would go so good with it.
All right, so that's it for today. What you have to say?
Don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the join button down below. Hit the bell button. Bye.
Bye.